Good evening. Welcome to Songbird Homestead. I'm Kimberly. Thanks for stopping by in this late January evening. Like I said, it is towards the end of January and it has been quite a month. I'm definitely looking forward to spring. I guess ever since the holidays, just been a whirlwind of things that have been going on here. If you saw my last video, you would have seen that we recently lost our sweet girl Apple. She was a pit lab mix that we adopted from a local shelter just about 2 years ago, and she ended up fighting a short battle. Well, the battle is probably longer. We just didn't realize it until I guess the beginning of December. She got ill and it went downhill from there. So we did say goodbye to her last week. So we're still reveling in that and processing all of that. And if you've lost a member of your family, you know, pets included, of course, you know what an emotional and mental, just the toll that takes. You know, like I said, it has been since the beginning of December that we first noticed she wasn't feeling well. We didn't know she was as sick as she was until really right up until the very end. So we're definitely missing her. But like I said, January, it has been an emotionally taxing time. You know, we're through it now, so now we just have to remember her and, you know, really, I don't want to say heal, because I don't know if you really can heal. I mean, you can, but, you know, like I said, if you've lost a member of your family or even a beloved pet, you know that it's hard. So we're doing our best to just kind of move through that, but we're through it, and we're okay. But it has been really tough. Like I said, just a long month. Plus, it's been cold. We've had a lot of not super extreme weather, but we haven't really had much snow here for the last bunch of years. I don't know, 5-6 years. I'm not even sure. So we've had a couple of weather events the last couple of weeks. You know, we had snow, and then we had a rainstorm that came through, which was a lot of heavy winds and heavy rains and just really crazy, more than just like a regular like rain. So a lot of flooding in the area or in the state. So you know, then we had more snow a couple days ago, which for us, like I said, because we haven't had any snow, it seemed like a lot. So we were it was exciting. It was definitely you know, nice to see some snow after having not seen it for a while. But I'm ready for spring. If my mug tells you anything about the month we've had, it says, do people still run away with the circus? Asking for a friend. So I'm not quite ready to run away, but oh my gosh, yeah, I'm ready for some calm waters. I know my husband and I both, we're just ready for some calm waters. So like I said, I have a tea. That's a local tea from a place here where I'm at. I am in zone 7B, which is Northeast Maryland. Literally the town of Northeast is where I am. Some people are like, oh, Northeast of what? No, that's what it's called. It's called Northeast. So that's where we are. We're just about 3/4 of an acre, just shy of 3/4 of an acre. Here, I moved here middle of June last year. We grew some things, not as much as we wanted because it was the middle of the season. But this year, because we are going to be able to start off and, you know, hit the ground running and not have our season interrupted, I did order lots of seeds. Surprise. So I'm really excited. So what I'm doing this evening, like I said, I've had a long month, actually a long 2 months. And just, it's been so cold. I think today the high was maybe 42. It's going to get down to maybe 29 tonight, Fahrenheit. So yeah, it's cold. I'm hunkered in. My husband's still at work. God bless him. I'm having my tea. What I'm going to do tonight, I'm really looking forward to this. Even though my sweet Apple girl was sick, I was able, before she got really sick, I was able to like sit down. I got all my seeds ordered. I think this is all of them. They've come. It probably doesn't look like a whole lot, but I have a whole lot more that I already had. So these are just, you know, in addition to what I already had. So what I'm going to do tonight, again, I'm really looking forward to it. Just me home by myself, have my tea. I'm going to open up my seeds and just, you know, go through them, make sure I got everything, remember what I ordered, and just kind of get really excited about the upcoming season and everything. So I thought I'd I turn the camera on and just do that while I had the camera running. Like I said, I'm not even sure. I'm not really even remembering everything that I ordered. I did order from a couple of different places. Of course, Southern Exposure Seed Exchange, Burpee, Gurney's, Baker Creek, absolutely. Botanical Interests and Botanical Interests. See, I forgot it. Oh no, this is a, oh, this is not. So this is some stuff from last year. These are from, oh, that's disappointing. I was in with my seed on top of my teeth. Okay, so that's no worries. But anyway, I do have my botanical interest here, so I'm just gonna do that and, you know, revisit some of the things that I ordered and just get excited and maybe talk about some of the things that I ordered and some of the plans that I have. One thing that I like to do when I am starting a new season, or, you know, every year I try to do a couple of things, and this is just a side note. I like to try new things. So let me separate that. So one of the things I like to do is, as far as perennials go, like perennial food, because one of my goals is to supplement as much of my food as I can for myself and my, you know, my household. So typically perennials, of course, perennials are things that come back every year. So I have, you know, oh gosh, I think 5 blueberry bushes now. We have raspberries we put in last year. We have blackberries. We have grapes. We have garlic garlic doesn't really come back in the sense of it's a perennial, but it's the kind of thing once you've grown it, you can then save those bulbs, separate those cloves, and then plant it again and get more. It perpetuates. Your return, or ROI, return on your investment is quite a bit. So I do like I said, to grow things that every year I try to add something else in. I have strawberries that should come back mostly year after year. I have asparagus that, you know, we just put that in the ground. I did do that last year when we moved in. That'll come back every year. So I do try to plant stuff that is going to just come back every year. This year I'm not sure what I'm gonna put in. We do have a couple of fruit trees that we transplanted from our old place, but I don't know if they're gonna make it. The cherry tree actually had a couple cherries on it last year. I don't know a lot about fruit tree growing. So that's something I have to learn, like pruning and, you know, all that stuff. So that's one thing I like to do every year. The other thing that I like to do every year, in addition to growing things that we like the main staples, of course, we grow tomatoes. We grow oodles and oodles of peppers, you know, zucchini, eggplant. I like to try one additional things that we've never grown before. Last year we grew some okra. I don't really like okra, but we did grow okra. This year, I'm growing beets. Now, I have never really cared for beets. It's not something that I like at all. I'm gonna try them. My husband doesn't know if he's ever even had beets, so we're gonna find out about that. So I did order some beets, and you know, we will see. We'll see what happens with that. All right, so let's start. We're gonna just open up the first thing. So like I said, I do want to talk about some of the things that I am growing, you know, because that's part of the fun of it, right? Talking about other things. These seeds already came. These are, I don't know if you can see, hot pepper. These are Hungarian wax, hot banana, and ancho poblanos. These are good for sauces and stuff like that, the poblanos. That was definitely something my husband wanted this year. But they came already, and I think they sent me a duplicate set of those for some reason. There was a mix-up, but they just sent me an additional one. So let's start with the first one. This is from Burpee. This is something that I ordered out of the catalog, and I do have I'm gonna try and cut this open without cutting myself, right? Guess I could have got the scissors, but that's okay. All right, so let's see what we have in here. Put you there. Oh goodness. Now this is the one that, Burpee is one of the ones that I started ordering from when I first started gardening, really, and I think I used to get them at one of the big box stores, so that's empty, so that's it. So in here we have, let's see, Acorn Table Queen. It's a winter squash. And this one I think, yeah, and this is, I'm going to, this is a winter squash I'm going to grow so we can have, do some squash soups. And then also I think I can trellis these. So that's exciting. I am looking forward to that. Something I've never grown before. Oh, watermelon radish. Now, if I'm not mistaken, these are like green on the outside and red, like it has the red flesh inside. So watermelon radish. I love radish. I'll just eat a radish whole. And they're great in salads, but these are an heirloom variety of 3.5 inch round roots. So, oh, I'm sorry, creamy white outer flesh and watermelon rose inside. So they're white outside and with the watermelon rose colored inside. 60 days, so that's exciting. And then, oh, dragon cayennes. I don't know if you've heard me talk about these in some of my other videos. This was like one of the first things that I grew for my husband was dragon cayenne peppers. And we had a great year that year as far as the plants were very prolific. We only had like 2 jalapenos and maybe a couple of maybe 2 of these dragon cayennes. Now I had bought the plant, I think probably from Home Depot, and it put out it was like a firework display, all the cayenne peppers that were all over this plant. And my husband, he loves hot stuff, so he would just pick them off, and they were like maybe about 2 inches, and he would just pick them off, take them in his lunch, eat them just right off the bush. I mean, with dinner, he would always have 1 or 2 on the side of his plate. So, but then that was, goodness gracious, maybe 2020 was the first year that we put in our big garden. Besides, we did one in 2014, but I don't know if that really counted. We did actually better than we should have, considering our limited knowledge. But our first the last couple of years since we've really started this was 2020, and that was like I said, the gateway. But then after that year, I didn't know how to save seeds, so then after that year I couldn't find the plant again. I could never get it. So I think last year I ordered one online and I got it, and I saved those seeds. And then this year I did find the seed packet. So I actually saved some from my plants last year. So I have some dragon cayenne saved, but I also want to buy some. So I have some of those here. And then this, I don't know what this is. This is a coupon, of course. There's that. So that's good. I guess that's all I ordered from them. That's crazy. Let's see. I think most of my stuff is from Baker Creek and Botanical Interest. That's typically the 2 companies I order the most from. Now this is Gurney's. Let's see what we have in here. Of course, there's my packing slip. Oh yeah, this is my hummingbird mint. What's happening? Okay, so let's see. This is my dill. Oh. Okay, so items in the shipment. This is it. So from them, I ordered mammoth dill. Now, one thing I like about dill, well, lots of things I like about dill, besides amazing dill dip and cooking with it, is that I believe it's the monarch caterpillars. They like dill. So I ordered that. Plus, this is like big dill. So it's a big deal. Anyway, so I ordered this this is one of those things that just for fun I ordered, but evidently shipping separately is mine. Oh yes, I ordered a snowy beach party lilac. Lilacs are my favorite, and I've wanted a white lilac for a very long time. We do have a purple and maybe a pink one here, but I saw this white one, so that's called the snowy beach party lilac. And then black adder hummingbird mint, which I think is seed. I'm not sure. I thought that was seed, but anyway. And then also a peach tree. So ordered a peach tree from them. So that should be coming, it said, towards the end of February, which is a little cold for us, but I'll put it inside. You know, we don't mind doing that. I have a lemon tree that I bring in every year, and it it sustains itself through the season, through the off season, and then we just put it back outside. All right, now this again. Here's my Southern Exchange, and again, I think that's just a duplicate of this. I'm really excited for these guys. Let's see what we have. There's that. Yep. Yeah, something happened, I guess because we moved. And so shout out to Southern Exchange Seed, or Southern Exposure Seed Exchange, because my catalog came to my new address. So, and this is all my fault, fully acknowledge that, I'll just throw that out there. My catalog came to my new address, and then I went into my account. I'm not sure how this happened. I placed my order. As soon as I hit place order and the confirmation came up, I caught a glimpse of my address, and it was my old address. I don't know how that happened, because my new address was where my catalog came. So I thought I had changed my address, but regardless, I guess my shipping address in the account was wrong. So they sent them to the old address. These, plus I have a couple of plants coming to that hadn't shipped yet. So I immediately called them. There was a mix-up. We emailed back and forth. They promised to change it. They never changed it. Then I called again. They were going to change it. They were going to fix it, but I got shipping confirmation. It went to my old address. So I wasn't supposed to get these, but somehow they ended up in my possession. So I called them and I said, hey, FYI, I got shipping confirmation. It's going to my old address, whatever. The people there were luckily they were nice enough to they had the package there, so they were able to they gave me these. But then Southern Exposure, when I call them and say, hey, heads up, this went to the old address, I have more living plants coming, I don't want them to go there too, they then turned around and sent me these. So I have doubles, and I said, you don't need to, I already got these. And they're like, well, no, that's okay. So they sent me, so I have doubles. So I'm glad about that, and I appreciate their customer service, because ultimately it was my fault. I should have looked, but like I said, because it went, my catalog came to my address, I thought that they would too. All right, so this is my Baker Creek. Now, this is what I'm excited about. All kinds of yummy, nice, exciting, beautiful seeds. All right, bitter melon. I have no idea about bitter melon, but it looked like something I would like to trellis. So we're gonna do it, and we're gonna eat it, and that's gonna be that. Basil, of course. I have some basil, but this is an advertisement for something. I'll read that later. These are some small Persian melons. Oh yeah, Japanese wasabi radish. This is the green radish I was thinking of. Like I said, I really like radish. My husband will eat it in salad, but he doesn't care about it as much as I enjoy it. Like I would just, like I said, I'll just eat it as a snack. Ooh, this is my favorite squash. Patty pan scallop squashes. Oh, these are my favorite. I can't wait to grow these. Oh, they're so creamy. It's just the best. I mean, I'll grow regular like zucchini squash or yellow squash, but no. Okay, now here's what I was talking about. So I as a kid, my mom used to make pickled beets for my grandfather, and which was very nice, very lovely, sweet gesture. I just could not do it. I couldn't eat them. They grossed me out. I don't know. The taste was too earthy. But as an adult, like I know that I like some earthy tasting things. So I'm surprised I didn't like them. But again, I was like 8. So this is beets bull's blood. Or bull's blood is the variety of the beet. So I'm gonna make these, and I will let you know. I'll do a video taste testing that, because that should be interesting. This is a little handheld watermelon, the Catania. Haven't tried that before. Oh, rattlesnake pole beans. Yep, yummy, yummy. And then some, this is my free seed. Some kind of greens, yeah. Kamatsuna. I don't know. Spinach mustard. Okay, cooked raw or cooked or eaten raw. Thai sweet basil. I love Thai basil. Probably more than I like the Genovese basil. Just such a stronger and more pungent aroma. Oh, look at these carrots. Aren't they nice? That's the Lila Lusang. So they're purple with orange in the center. Try to incorporate as many colorful, just more colorful things into our diet. And they sent me some basil, some Genovese basil for free. But you get more colors, more nutrients. These are just some green onions, okra. Again, not my favorite, but my husband likes it. He'll eat it. So some old homestead green beans. And that's a pole variety. Some dark purple carrots. I don't really like tomatoes, but I grow them. This looked like a good one. Tomato. It's a Dad's Sunset. It's a big orange one. It says large 10-ounce fruit, smooth and uniform. So I thought we would try that one. And then Shanghai green choy. So this is a bok choy. Not something I've ever grown either, but we are trying to, eat some more greens. Dragon tongue beans. Now this is the one that I'm looking forward to. Dragon tongue. So that should be, they looked really cool in the picture. Some of the stuff that I will admit, some of the stuff that I grow are seeds that I buy. It's just because the picture was so amazing. And Baker Creek does an amazing job with that catalog. Yes. Arcadian Mexican sunflowers. These are incredible Mexican sunflowers. The flowers are about this big, and when they come up with stem, you have multiple stems that shoot out. I didn't know that the first year I grew them, like 2 years ago, or last year. No, it must have been 2 years ago. And they were just, flowers are everywhere, so we definitely went to get them. Now, this is a multiple colored flower. So the other one I had was dark red. Some puma peppers, more hot peppers for my beloved husband. Some cosmos, some apricot cosmos. I am trying to grow a lot more flowers this year. So you'll see probably a lot of flowers, especially my botanical interest. Now this is the red torch Mexican sunflower. This is the one I grew in the past. That one, I'm guessing they're both the same, but this one was all dark red. The Abe Lincoln tomato. I grow that every year. I think to do really well for me. I have a hard time not growing it, so every year I do grow it. I do have some seeds left, but I want to get some more just in case. May Queen lettuce. Pink Senorita Zinnia. Woo. All right. Mazurkia zinnia. Again, like I said, I'm trying to have as many colorful flowers in my garden as I can. I did want to do a rainbow garden 2 years ago. I didn't even attempt it last year because we were moving, or maybe it was last year. I don't know. Last year was a blur. We decided first week of April we were going to list our house. We called our realtor. Like 7 weeks later, we settled on this place, and then like 2 months later, we sold our other place. So it was a very quick. Everything happened really fast last year. So sometimes I get confused. Is that last year or the year before? All right, the Sugar Rush peach pepper. Yep. That is something that I have been eyeing for a couple of years. Yeah, smoky complex heat. We'll try it. Chocolate cherry sunflowers. That's like a dark sunflower. I bought these for my husband. It's like a real dark burgundy, almost black. Chocolate cherry, hence the name. For my husband, he doesn't know it, but he loves the real dark colored sunflowers, which is fun. Some little finger carrots for roasting. Toothache plant. I don't know much about this, but I was intrigued. Apparently it can be made, you can use it to make salves and tinctures. So I do want to start doing some more medicinal things with it. The datil pepper. Yep, they send me this one every year. Okay. That's the free one. Oh, here's another one. So golden beets. So these are yellow beets. A beautiful yellow fleshed heirloom beet that won't bleed like red beets, with a more mellow flavor. Excellent greens too. So this might be a nice, if like regular beets are a little bit too strong for me, maybe this is going to be, this would be nice. And also I could mix them together, make a nice colorful beet salad. That would be fun. Let's see. And the Petit Gris de Rice. Melon, I grew those last year. Queen lime, red zinnias, more flowers, of course. More Abe Lincoln tomatoes. I don't grow a lot of different varieties of tomatoes. So I do the Abe Lincolns. I also, the San Marzano is my tomato that I grow for making sauces and stuff like that. And plus just to eat. So that's the San Marzano. We do the Abe Lincoln. And then I'll do a couple of like colorful tomatoes. Like I did the Dad Sunset. Last year I did a tie-dye, Berkeley tie-dye I think it was called. I did the pink jazz, the orange jazz, and they're nice, but because I don't eat them, and my husband really, well, because I don't eat them, I guess he doesn't eat them as much either. You know, if you know, you know. But we just don't do a lot of tomatoes. We mainly do tomatoes for like sauces, salsas. I do like growing, and this is what I do with the Abe Lincolns, is instead of doing pizza sauce, when we make I'll make my dough, and then I just cut the tomatoes and layer the tomatoes on there, and that's like my sauce. Instead of actual sauce, I do sliced tomatoes, which is easier, and it saves me from having to make, you know, sauce. And I can just pick the tomato and then come in and, you know, layer it on top, and it's really, really good. And then add some fresh basil, some fresh Thai basil to that. Yes, ma'am. All right. Anyway, so this is a broccoli rapini broccoli. I do like this because it has the shorter head, the smaller heads, which instead of cutting a great big head, you know, you have the little shoots, and it's really good for salad, which that's what we do a lot with our broccolis in the rapini salad. So there's that. And then here's another Catania watermelon. I think it's a second pack of that. And then here, this is a bigger watermelon. Salmon orange. It looks a little bit bigger, but I thought this would be nice too. Just something different. Like I said, I grow a lot of the same stuff, but then I do like to venture out and get some new things, just, you know, just to try it. I mean, just for exciting, expand our palate a little bit. You know, I do enjoy doing that. You know, how are you gonna know if you've never tried something? How are you gonna know if you don't try it, right? So I like to experiment with different, and if I don't like it, I don't ever have to eat it again. That's what I used to tell my kids. Anyway, if you don't like it, you don't ever have to eat it again. All right, let's see. Let's see what's in this thing. This is botanical interest. I think this is mostly flowers, if I'm not mistaken. But again, I'm having a hard time remembering. Here we go. Their seed packets are always so pretty. Can I just tell you, I love the Baker Creek catalog, but I love the botanical interest seed packets. And I will say, now I don't know if this is the first year Botanical Interest did a catalog, but I got one this year, and I had never in the past, and it was equally lovely. I can just say it was just an equally lovely publication. You know, like I said, their seed packets are just, I don't know, the detail, just really simple and well done. So I did appreciate that. Happy Growing. They send this every year. This is Happy Growing. And I don't know, that little thing, that's just a little something that just warms me up inside. So here's my, not as many packets, but that is okay. So this is a thank you, some mesclun mix. Okay, I'll take it. That's that. Oh, we grew these last year. If you like eggplant, let me tell you, this botanical interest variety, I don't know what it is about it. We grew, I'm not exaggerating. My eggplant plant was huge. I had more eggplant on that one plant than I could even, if you're on Instagram, look on Instagram, Somewhere Homestead, and you'll see pictures of my eggplant bush. It was, I say bush because it wasn't a plant. And they get to be about this long and probably about maybe like 2 inches across, like, and they're not bitter. They're really creamy flesh. We love them. I couldn't get enough of this. I even used eggplant instead of doing, because I have so much eggplant, I didn't know what to do with it. I put it in soups. I put it on pizza, sliced thin, all kinds of stuff. We cooked it, we baked it, we you know, I even made, instead of zucchini bread, right, I made eggplant bread where I peeled the purple off and then I just grated the flesh part and put it in. It was amazing. It was probably better than zucchini bread. I believe we were like, this is better than zucchini bread when I made it. I definitely recommend this. If you don't buy anything else, or if you don't, this guy right here, definitely recommend Botanical Interest, the long purple eggplant. Jalapenos, of course, we always have those. Thai hot chilies, I've grown both of these things before from Botanical Interest. Again, I have really good success rate with Botanical Interest. Not that I have bad grow rate with other companies, but I know specifically Botanical Interest, I feel like I always have a high germination rate with them. So I definitely, you know, recommend them. Some American purple top rutabagas. My San Marzanos, of course. Here's where all my flowers come in. So I have, these are Canterbury Bells. This is the Storybook blend. Aren't they beautiful? And then this is some Flamingo Celosia. Some multicolored Delphinium. Multicolored Foxglove. Yeah, I'm going for a very cottagey look. I'm gonna do a bed that's probably, I'm not exactly sure of the dimensions, but maybe like 10 feet by maybe 3 or 4 feet by 10 feet. And I just want all flowers. That's what I want. And that's gonna be my wildflower bed. And I'm gonna mix the heck out of it of all different varieties. So I'm so excited. I'm really excited about this. Super excited. And this is some Violet Queen salvia. I bought 2 of those, evidently. And then this is my Market More on my cucumbers. I didn't need any more cucumber seed. I didn't need some of these anyway, but you know, sometimes it's hard. You get on the website and you're like, okay, it's $1.79. Okay, $2.49. You know, and when you figure, okay, this is $2.49 for 1 pack of tomato seeds, right? That's 2 tomatoes at the grocery store, and they're nowhere near as good as the ones that you can grow. So, you know, that's really one of the reasons that I like to grow my own stuff, because it's so much cheaper and it's just better for you. You know, it tastes better. It doesn't have all those chemicals on it. If you don't use chemicals, then you know then it's not going to have them on it. You know exactly what went into growing them. You know, we do our own compost. You know, I hand pick all my bugs off. You know, or some of them I do believe in a nice balance of good predator bugs, bad predator bugs, whatever. But you know, it's a stable system out there. It's an ecosystem, you know, and it tends to take care of itself. If you take care of it, it'll take care of you, take care of itself. You know, it really is a cycle. And you know, I like knowing that I'm growing the healthiest stuff that I can grow. You know, for really, I don't want to say cheaper, because you know there's so many other cost factors that go into it. You know, but you know, I'm sure you've seen the meme. You know, $100 and some, and now we have a 35-cent, you know, spring onion or whatever. But yeah, so yeah, $2.49 for a pack of seeds. It's 25 seeds in there. You know how many tomatoes I can grow off of this? Quite a bit. But anyway, that's my little collection. I'm gonna organize them. I do have my little seed. I think I did a video on that of my seed storage and different things. So I am going to go in there and I'm going to check my manifest to make sure that all my things came, which I'm sure they did. I've never had an issue with that. But yeah, so I'm excited. Some things I'm probably going to start soon. I do want to maybe start some herbs. Again, I think I said in my last video, not because I need to, but just because I want to get something started to growing. I might start some brassicas, like some broccoli, maybe some cabbage. They take a long time. Probably in another 10 days or so is when I'll start my hot peppers. You know, I could probably start them now. I don't know if it makes much of a difference starting a week ahead, a week later, whatever. but they do take a while. Something I need to figure out is where I'm going to grow them. In my old house, I had a more of a place that I could grow them. So I'm not sure because we do have a garage, a big shed, but it's cold out there, and I'm not going to heat it. It's not heated, so I'm not going to heat it. So I'm not really sure. I could do it inside. I don't really want to bring all that I've done in the past where I've just set up a table and had my grow lights and had my dirt and just grow my seeds inside. And we've done that. And I don't really care. My husband doesn't really care. I mean, we clean up when we're done. It's not something that we get too pressed about. Some people get, like, oh, why would you bring all that? It's our house. That's what we want to do, right? So I might do that, but it brings stuff in and it can be a lot. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Maybe I'll just go ahead and get a greenhouse and be done with it. Yeah, I need to spend all this money on a greenhouse so I can, all these plants. But it's just so good for you, and it really is good for your mental health. It gives me, I don't know, it just makes me feel good. Like I enjoy the whole process of planting the seeds and growing them and then picking them and cooking with it, and just really the whole thing to me is just a beautiful thing to do. So anyway, again, thanks for stopping by this evening. Like I said, we are almost towards the last couple days of January, and it's pretty cold. We did have an unseasonably warm day the other day, but now we're back. Like I said, I think it's probably like 35 outside right now, and that's not even with the wind factor. So just one of those nights you're gonna stay in, hunker down, as I always say, and get my favorite blanket and maybe watch some, a little bit of TV or maybe read. But yeah, just those long winter evenings that you just, you just gotta make it through and, enjoy the rest, because, we don't always get rest, and rest is important. Shutting yourself down, shutting your brain down, your body, your mind, just kind of like relaxing is really good for you. I don't think a lot of people don't. It's hard, right? I mean, this life that we're living, this roller coaster ride that we're on sometimes it is a ride. You gotta strap yourself on, and so when you do get the opportunity to rest and just take it easy, I definitely recommend it. I know it's hard. A lot of us are raising families. I had a bunch of kids. all of our kids are all grown and they're all out of the house now, so that stage is behind us. We have 4 adult children. What are they? 30, almost 30, 28, and almost 26. Yeah, so. But they're all out of the house and they're great. They're amazing adults. We love hanging out with them. So I am past that stage. My husband and I are past that stage, but I know a lot of us are in the midst of all that. I do have a grandson. I'm rambling now, but that's okay. I do have a grandson who is 6. He's going to be a 2nd grader next year. Very exciting. Light of our lives. We just adore him. So I know my daughter, my son-in-law, they're in the thick of it right now. Actually, they're in Disneyland is where they're at right now, or Disney World, whatever's in Florida, that's where they're at. So, but they are in the thick of things right now with a 6.5-year-old. So it's hard to find the time to rest, that's probably those people and families are the people that need it even more so, So I do encourage that anytime you can get some rest, anytime you can get a chance to step aside, even if it's just for a little bit. I'm all about taking the opportunity, to have some downtime. There's Kings of Leon is one of our favorite bands, and they have a song, Waste a Moment. Take the time to waste a moment. It's a beautiful thing. So if you can take the time to waste a moment and just have that moment to yourself, it definitely is not wasted, but you get the idea. So anyway, that seemed like a lot, but thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I'm going to drink my tea because I don't think I've drank any of it yet. But thanks for hanging out with me tonight at Songbird Homestead, and I definitely look forward to talking with you all soon. Have a great day. Thank you.